Yeah, what am I, Scentsy?
Oh, we're live. Hello, everybody.
Hi,
Oh, this is
everyone.
weird because it's backwards.
Oh,
How
yeah,
do you
because I'm
change it?
actually,
How do you change?
I don't think you can. It's like a mirror.
Oh, it's weird.
That is weird. She's actually on
On the
this
other side,
and
we're
I'm actually
backwards.
over there.
Oh, that's tripping me up.
It's weird. Hey, everyone. We are live at Michelle Brooks's house, and she was very nice to invite me over so I can interview her and help us pick her brain to get all of her awesomeness and share all the things she's been doing in her business. So we actually have some questions that were already asked from some of you lovely ladies. So we're going to start with those, and then as people come on, if you have questions, you can go ahead and ask them. So first question is by Aubrey Brandt. How do you find new clients and possible teammates? What do your sales consist of? Well, let's start with the first question. So
How do I find new clients? Okay, so basically, how I do a lot of, I think a lot of the questions are centered around parties and stuff, but how do I find new clients is through events, really, I do a lot of events. I try to do like at least one event a month. And when I say event, I'm talking about something like a promotional table or something like that somewhere. I try to do one a month. It doesn't always work out that way. But that's where I find new people. I have had some referrals, and I do have a referral system, but I don't get a lot of new clients solely off referrals. New events.
Okay, so hi, Nicole. So what do you do in order to find new events if people have never done that before?
That's a fantastic question. So where I get my events is I am part of, it's called the Las Vegas, it's a Facebook page. I've gotten some events off there. I've looked at the Chamber of Commerce. You can actually do a search on Facebook for local events. And so I've done that as well. And then also I have other friends in other direct sales business. So I network, and they will share where the events that they're doing. And so I will get events from them as well.
Oh, awesome. You've done some like local schools, like festivals and stuff, right?
You know what? I haven't, because I've tried to get into some of those, but they just. Can we go outside? Yes. Absolutely. That was my daughter.
Home-based business?
I've been asked to do schools, but like the timing hasn't ever been right. Okay. Because there'll be a lot of times, like the school festivals are on nights where we have a school festival. And so my kids want to go to their festival, and I'd rather make memories with them.
Well, that's a good point, that it shows that she's working her business. She's very successful, but her focus is still her family. So a lot of people think, oh, I don't want to lose my time with my family. I don't want to give up my family time. Hi, Michelle. For my business, which I don't think any of us does. So I'm glad you shared that, because a lot of people will just assume that you don't focus on your family anymore because you're focusing just on your business. And that's obviously not the case, which is so huge, because that's inspiring to know that you don't have to give up your family life to have a successful business.
Well, and I will share too that when I do events, I try to schedule them on nights where my husband is free, because he doesn't get a lot of time to spend with the kids. So when I'm doing events, it gives him a chance to spend time with the kids. So it's like a win-win. I get to work my business, and he gets to spend time with the kids. And there has been an occasion where I brought my kids with me because he can't be there or whatever. But I think that that's an important thing too, that if your kids have to come, they have to come.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do, right? And the boss said it's okay. So
exactly. Right, we said it's okay. So there you go.
Okay. So the next question is, and so basically you get new clients and teammates through
okay,
events.
Yeah, let me address that. So this is actually something that I learned from Jess, because the first couple events that I did were with Jess and Lauren. So you can't have a better teacher than your superstar director. So the events, when we started doing events, I was taught very early on to do the drawing slips. And one of the tricks that Jess taught me, and and I've carried through the 2 years, is like making a note on the back of drawing slips so you remember that person. And I always, always, always follow up with them within 24 to 48 hours. Is that the second day? 1 to 2 days after the event. I don't know what the hours are, but within 1 to 2 days of the event, and just thank them for coming by my booth. And that's where I start to build that relationship with them. But I do not leave fate in my business cards. I do not leave fate in somebody else's hands. The way that I get new clients is I leave it in my hands by getting drawing slips at every event. And every time somebody buys something from me, they go on an order form at an event. And that way, even if they don't enter my drawing, I still have their follow-up information, and they go right into my follow-up system. And with my events, I do, you kind of get an idea at an event who's really interested or not, like who's just entering your drawing to get the free stuff, and who really wants, connection. And I try to really put my follow-up time into the people that want my follow-up time. Like at an event, if I say, hey, thanks for coming by my booth, and they never respond to me, I'll probably reach out to them like 1 or 2 more times. But after that, I'm like, they're just, I'm not going to keep following up with them, because if they never bought from me or anything like that, they always go in the system for my newsletter. They get my newsletter monthly. So that way they're automatically getting followed up with. So Scentsy's doing that for me.
Right.
And if they're interested, they'll contact me in that regard. I don't keep spending my time following up with those people. The people I build relationships are the people that respond back to me. And an event where I'll meet like 50 people, I would say probably on average, maybe 3 or 4 people come out of that event. I mean, it's not something where I'm spending, like I meet 50 people and 45 people respond back to me. It's like the odds are way less.
Great day.
Absolutely. But I would say probably 2 or 3, maybe 5, 10 people would be like amazing. But usually it's about an average of 5 new clients from one event.
So I love that she shared, I want to make sure everybody caught this part. I mean, I hope you caught everything, but is that she puts every single order that somebody buys at an event on an order form, because you're treating your business at an event just like you would at a home party, or at your own house, or if you're taking an order one-on-one. Because they're a potential client. You want that person that's just a customer right now that doesn't know you from Adam to turn into a client. And how is that happening? She has the material and the tools to follow up and build that relationship. I think a lot of people get so caught up in just selling the product, but it's great that it's in their hands. But if they can't connect with you, or you can't connect with them, it's money for right now. You're not building your business. All you're doing is getting your sales for the day. You may be making your booth money back, which is great, but you're not building off of that. So there's really no future or no profit in the future. So I love that you shared that, because a lot of people will just put they'll literally just write down, okay, a dryer disc, and give them a receipt. If that, they may not even give them a receipt. And then it's waste. Oh gosh, I just sold product to, I don't know who that is. They don't know who I am. And what are you there for? You're working your hiney off for that day for nothing tomorrow, if that makes sense.
And I will say that, like, as I'm following up with people, I have had teammates join after an event, not because I was an amazing salesperson, not because I twisted their arm and said, you're going to make millions, but because they became my friends and I built a relationship with them. And when I'm at an event, that's really what I'm looking for. I'm looking for people that want to, that sit and talk to me, that have, like, I'm already starting to build that relationship at the event. And so I'm not like, I'm looking for teammates. I am, yes, but that's not my sole focus. My sole focus is looking for people to build relationships with, because let me be honest, that's why I joined Scentsy to begin with, was to build relationships. And I like the connection. I'm a naturally introverted person. I do not, oh my God, like freaks me out, like makes me sweaty to even think about going up to strangers in a grocery store or something like that and just starting a conversation. No, I like at an event, I like it because people come to me. And if they come to me and talk to me, that means they're interested. So that's like a comfortable way to be out of my comfort zone. And
love that.
so, but that's like building relationships. That's what I focus on like at an event. And that's how I've been able to get team members from event, is not because I went into it like you have to join. It's more like you're pretty cool. Let's be friends.
And I'm sure some of you were really shocked when she said she doesn't just like walk up to a stranger and like, hi, I'm the Scentsy consultant, So that is a really good eye opener that this business takes time, and she's willing to put the time into it and the time into the people. And some of you are her team members, so you can look back and go, oh yeah, we built a relationship. She wanted to know who I am, not just, join my team,
Well, and that's genuine. I have a genuine interest in people. I'm shy naturally. I'm naturally introverted, but at the same time, I do have a genuine interest in people. So, I mean, that's kind of how I did that part of it.
Well, which is huge, because being genuine is always going to win over, being, none of us want to be looked at as salespeople, even though we are in sales.